Hello, gamers. I tried going live and OBS crashed for some reason, but now it's working. For some reason. Not sure what that's all about, but it's working now, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, I think what I was doing was I was going to go out here, maybe do a little refit with the Onslaught Mark 1, get some fuel, get some supplies, check out this mining station, and then go back to the core worlds to finish up the main, or do large chunks of the main quest line at least. Hi BB, hi Snow New Kitro. Well, that's an interesting name. Hedgent Sabotage? Yeah, it could be. It could be. I don't like that. Bro, I just left the system. You're already bothering me. Man. That's crazy. Hello, gamers. Yes. Princess is due for a manicure. That's a good way of putting it. And yeah, I guess I should just rename it to Princess. Princess. It's the manicured battleship. Thank you for that. Yes. Excuse me, sir, could you spare a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Ludd? No. I wonder if I even have to go slow. I guess I've only got 100 supplies. Although I do have plenty of cash, so when I get there I can just buy more. New Volturn. Yes. Which reminds me, I do need to make a new colony. Maybe I should actually add that to the notes. Don't know where, but I am going to have to make a colony called Stanistan. Yeah, this one probably. Show on map. So, potentially this one. Stanistan? Question mark? Ah, yes, I'm also going to pick up all that. Drop all this off. Don't need this. Like so. Grab the free stuff. Let's see. Look at that. We got makeshift shields. We got Diable avionics. Fiber wing. I've got another corrupted nanoforge and a cryo engine. And that was the first month. Second month is probably still going to give us some blueprints, but unlikely to be items. It has to be a desert planet. I mean, a barren world with extreme heat is close enough, right? Yeah, Stanistan. Oh god. Yes, exactly. We are Stan League, the administrator of Stanistan in the Imperium of Stan. Just the way Ludd intended. I do not have the money to upgrade that, but that's fine. That is an extra 3 points a month, although 10,000 credits. I'm not exactly in a rush. Hello, Mr. Big. Hello, Lexi. Stanistan is asking for a Luddic majority. I think New Volturn is asking for a Luddic majority. Stanistan is going to be heavy industry. Yeah, other colonies include New Volturn and Sugandese. I mean, the story behind Sugandese is great. For those of you who missed it, there was a pirate base in the system, so I went to the pirate base, hired 1,000 crew from it, then blew up the pirate base and dropped all of the guys off on this barren rock so they could tech mine for me. Classic Persean League behavior, honestly. I'm just doing, I'm just looking up to Jen Tanan. I ask myself, what would Jen Tanan do? And I did exactly that. And for that reason, I'm a hero. Should have called your faction Legends. You'd be in a league of legends. Death. Death for 1,000 years. Yeah, I think I've got everything I need for now. Oh, I don't have the way station yet. That's still under construction. So I can't get fuel here. Well, aside from the stuff I get on... Oh, I should delete that. Aside from the stuff I get from tech mining. But it'll be done soon. Also, someone suggested League Ma in past streams. Yeah, maybe if I make another colony. It's so sad that... It's so sad that Brother Cotton was shipped off to League Ma. Who the hell is Brother Cotton? League Ma balls. Classic. Or hold on, maybe I should do the bit, but try to sound a little more like the video. Or it's like, it's so sad that Steve Jobs, or in this case, it's so sad that Brother Cotton was shipped off to League Ma. Who the hell is Brother Cotton? League Ma balls. Awesome, great that I came into this with League Ma balls. Honestly, perfect representation of what you can expect, Cappy. Perfect timing. Out of all the timings you could have picked, that's the best one. That's not bad. Low gravity, no atmosphere, some ores. It's alright. Although... Oh, don't tell me! The probes are here. What are the odds of that? These are for the, for finding Karus. Maybe I should switch to the exploration path since I know these are here. The thing is that it spawns them in, but you don't... I mean, if you don't choose the exploration path up front, then you can't do anything with them. But you can switch. So if I go back to Glacier Academy, I can switch to the exploration path and then use these probes. Although it's kind of odd. You'd think that it would just let you do both. But the way it's set up, if you stumble upon them by accident, after choosing the exploration path, or the diplomatic path, then that's just not allowed. Is against the rules. That's right, this cursed? No, it is blessed by the Church of Stan. Not this Stan, it's a different Stan. The Stan who does the Soul game. I don't know if you know that guy. But like, yeah, that's like a different guy. I'm seeing a lot of unidentified individuals roaming around these parts. None of them are big enough to threaten me, though. And even if they were, I would still win. Nah, I'd win. Because we actually have done that. The whole... I didn't say nah, I'd win, so I guess it doesn't count. But we basically did. Or I had to throw the Prometheus and the Atlas under the bus, but we did beat that fleet. That's a lot of volatiles. They're all scavengers. Trust, trust. My pirate friend just told me they're friend. Trust. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure, pal. I believe you. I'm gullible enough to believe that. Just never lose. Not even my virginity? Damn. That's rough. How would you do that? Why would you do that to me? I'm not Batman. Now, let's see. Well, we did get the Dessous Assault Fighter. Has this been changed? Looks like the answer is no. I think our endgame fleet might include... Is that a Kronk impression? Yeah, somewhat. I'm trying to do that, what's his name? Warburton? Trying to do his voice a little bit. It used to be terrible, but it's gotten better. The impression, I mean. Anyways, the Dessous. I think I'm going to be getting... I'll probably include some Herons in my final fleet. And go with triple Dessous fighters from Scalartech. Because these things boosted... These things are already kind of insane. If you boost them with the targeting feed, they'll just rip apart cruisers. I'm not joking. 16 ordnance points for one fighter, and it puts in more than that in terms of work. Emperor's New Groove is a go-to movie for sure. It is, or so I've heard, because I haven't actually watched it. It's the kind of movie that I did not see as a kid, but I've seen some clips, and it's like, hey, wait a minute. This might actually be a good movie. I should watch that sometime. Food. Well, we do need that to live. I still remember him from reading the cheeseburger website. I have no idea what that means. Hey, Scalartech blueprints. Nice, nice. Yes, I've seen the lever scene on YouTube. So there's a domain error comm relay in here, but yeah, I don't think the planets are worth it, especially not without a gate. You can even pilot these strike craft with oh yeah, I do think that the Strikecraft XO does have one of those skills, right? Honestly, with Scalartech and Diable avionics give you some good options there, because not only the Wanzers, but as I said before, the Dessous Assault Fighter is also pretty crazy. I was like, modded weapons are so OP my last playthrough, and in the end I had like one modded ship and almost no modded weapons. Nice. I think a lot of the time the mods, it's like if a mod wants to be OP, I think that's fine. You know? It's like that's kind of what mods are for. Like some people are even like, you know, don't overbalance the main game because that may take out all the fun. But I'd say that's what mods are really good for, is you can make the main game balanced, and then if you want to have something overpowered, just download a mod that does that. That being said, I think most of the mods are fairly well balanced against vanilla, or at least the mods that I played with. The thing that starts to make like tons of mods overpowered oftentimes is that they unlock new synergies that aren't available, right? So it might be like, yeah, Scalartech by itself might be like all the weapons and ships might be perfectly balanced against vanilla, but then you add in like a couple other faction mods. And it's like, oh, you know, Scalartech has this weapon, and if you put it on this ship from like Diable avionics, and then you take this hull mod from Volkov Industries, then suddenly you make something completely broken because, you know, all of these guys making the mods balanced it against vanilla, and they weren't anticipating synergies with other mods, which is something that's kind of impossible to do. So I think that's where like heavily modded runs can skew the balance, as you find you can kind of cherry pick certain combos that nobody expected. But but like if you ignore that aspect and you just play with like one faction mod, they're usually pretty well balanced. Another blueprint, nice, nice. 5 elements and 2 paragons, much greater than everything else. It's certainly easy. It's certainly, like, they're effective and fairly straightforward to use. Like, it's hard to mess up, on top of the fact that they are just good. Okay, so we still don't have... Okay, 3 days. We just gotta wait 3 days. Oh boy, way station. Just a week away. Reject balancing mods, embrace chaos. Indeed. Hello? Lopter and Reaper delivery for one Chaticus Rex. Oh my god, that's me. I'm that guy. So are you delivering the Reaper like a torpedo, or like you firing it, or is it like a gift? Okay, well, unfortunately just finished, so yeah, not going to be a lot. We can make it to the core worlds, though, if we have to. Salamanca. Yeah, let's go visit Salamanca. That seems like a good idea. But before we go, what can you do? Damage control. Nobody asked for that. What you need 2 Corrupt Nanoforge for? It looks impressive in my cargo hold. I show it off to investors. I'm like, I'm going on an expedition into the deep abyss, and I need funds. I need funds up front in order to perform this expedition. And the investors are like, but do you have any evidence that you actually know what the fuck you're doing? Or are you just some kind of scam artist? I'm like, look, behold! Behold the 2 nanoforges in my inventory. And that usually works. I mean, I could sell one of them to the pirates, which would make their ships better, although it's probably a little early for that. I think I'd actually struggle against the pirates if I did that. Later on, I can give it to them. Let's sell this crap. I don't need it. Yeah, give the pirates some more blueprints. They can... Hegemony Auxiliary, the buffalo, the wolf, the hound, the kite. It's not even that much. No big deal. Oh, why am I still carrying this? I forgot to actually put this in storage. Well, I'm sure it's fine. What's our current relationship? It's definitely something. 30. Could always be better. So... I mean, I could switch to... The thing about the exploration route is it's just so much less convenient. Like, the diplomatic route to find Karus is always so straightforward. Right, the only reason I would ever want to do the exploration route is if it happens to be conveniently where I found it. But the problem is you have to pick it up front. Yeah, even though I found the probes, I don't think I'm going to do it anyways. Just gonna do the diplomacy style. Scan me. Scan me. Yep. So, when it comes to selling the pirates, does it matter where you sell it, or is it just on any black market you're good? With the Nanoforge. Is it just like on any black market, or does it have to be specifically on one of the pirate worlds? That would be my question. Mining station. Yeah, I'll probably get out there. Any market. Okay. Baird, yep. No small talk. What about the tour? Yeah, I'll have a drink. Alright, we'll do that. Oh yeah, and he's already a contact. I guess I'll do that. Okay. Wait. So you can lie and say nope, not yet, even though I don't actually have any specimen on me. That's it. He's a human being, even if he's him. Alec, the protagonist of Star Sector, John Star Sector himself, or in this case, Mr. Stan Lee, thinks you're cringe. How does it feel? I think, yeah, we'll develop contact. Might be useful. Blueprints will be used if you sell on any black market, but items need to go on the planet that can utilize them, and it has to be open market. Okay. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, because I was wondering if, like, items were different, because I know black market, you can just sell them at, like, blueprints anywhere, and pirates will start using them. Also, have you considered multi-streaming to Twitch? Mostly because Twitch, on average, notifies me when streams go live 4 out of 5 times, where YouTube does so 0 out of 10 times, even when I tell it to. I might set up a multi-stream with Twitch. We'll see. I like the way it's written. Creates a smile for you instead of just she smiles. Yeah, I think it's appropriate for whatever kind of cyborg she is. Not Sun. She's a human, probably. No, John Star Sector's name can't be Billy or Jeanette. John Star Sector's name has to be John or Jane. This is known. Oh, I have an administrator. Maybe that's useful. Maybe. Okay, so how much extra cash am I making off of that? 10,000. But it's going to cost 18,000, right? Because right now you're at like 10% of your salary. So to go from 2,000 to 20,000, that's an up by 18,000. But I'm only making 10,000 extra. So for now, this is actually not worth assigning. But I'm sure once the colony grows and I've got more industries, then it'll probably be added. Yeah, that administrator will be adding more than 18,000, and it'll be worth doing. But for the moment, no. And it's not like I need the extra stability. Of course, I'm not going to buy any Tritachyon ships. No, we only use Persean, Kazaronian steel. Actually, do I even want to talk to him? Probably not. But she'll use your death if she finds a way to make it useful, and she will. Wait, so I wonder what happens if you tell him about threat. I don't think I've done this one before. That sounds like the third worst idea I've ever heard of. What are the first two? Well, I'm guessing the first one is probably his deal with Baird. The second one... well, I don't know. What's your more challenging target? Yeah? Challenging, eh? I guess so. I'll take the money. Let's get some fuel and get out of here. Off to Port Safe franchise we go. Food costs a lot when you're importing it. Food production. Am I going to build food next? Yeah. I think the second industry is going to be aquaculture. I think she's actually 5 to 900 years old, or are you saying 5,900? Or 500 to 900 years old and saw survive most of the AI wars. Interesting. Interesting theory. Yeah, I mean, it's only been 200 cycles since the gates collapsed. And even with that, they still have advanced medical technology beyond what we have today. So it's entirely possible that some of the rich people in the sector have been around for like 180 years or something. It's possible, I don't know. Can it even be done? Yeah, we gotta go do that, but first we're gonna go here instead. Do you remember to figure out how to contact Zal this time? We will find out this time on Sectoring the Stars. Maybe. It's debatable. Place your bets now. I mean, Kanta's a pre-collapse officer, right? Is she? She might be. I mean, she does have like a whole thing where she's kind of pursuing immortality with her implants, right? Definitely been around for a while. She's like the Baba Yaga of the sector. Huh. I mean, missile specialization is nice, but I'm not sure I want field modulation on the same ship. We'll have to see. We shall see, my good man. Well, anyways, let's go be a nuisance. There we go. Where is she? I can't disclose the reason. How do you know about Baird? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to admit to anything. Sure, you might be right, but that doesn't mean I have to admit it. She was a pre-collapse logistics officer, so she's been around for 200 years. Interesting. I guess not this time. Oh, so you could talk to... You're telling me that you could talk to her here. This early. Is that what you're saying? Is there any reason to do that other than the fact that it's cool? Or what? If you play the game long enough, your character could be hundreds of years old, but they don't die, so this implies living a long time is not an issue. I mean, I guess that applies to an extent. But theoretically, you could also keep playing for like 1,000 years until you're like cycle 1,200. Nobody really wants to do that, but you could. Right, so there's the Archon. You even get an item, or an item for another character. Ah, interesting. Ask the technicians. What, are you some kind of pather? And people say that Stan Lee isn't a funny guy. I need advice on what are the best S-mod to build into Paragon. Well, if you're using autopulse lasers, then S-modded magazines is the best. So it's a capital ship, so it benefits a lot from S-modded repair unit. S-modded stabilized shield is pretty good. And S-modded advanced turret gyros is pretty good. I think every time you've hit this point, you've just ran all the way through the dialogue. Yeah, because I read a bunch of the dialogue. I didn't... how do I put it? That interaction where you're going around looking for crews always makes me impatient, because I'm just trying to get to the next part. And I did read through it the first time. Let's talk about credits. And that should be good enough. You have like 4 videos with Paragons, dude. You don't have to answer that. But it's loadout talk. I love loadout talk. I am late, but hello, guys. Hello, Mr. G. Let's see. I can prove it. I can see who really runs Lakai. Wait. Great, let's go. Then we go to Magak. Magic. Maybe if it's just magic, but with an E instead of an I. We're going to the magic system. It's going to be something of a gathering. It's quite the colorful place. Have you played with the Junkyard Dogs mod? They have some cool ships. I haven't not played with that one. Maybe next time. Actually, that does sound like a cool name. Hold on, let me just look this up. I like the name. Seeing a lot of kit bashes. Does it add like a new faction? All faction. Sure, I'll add that to the mods folder. We'll maybe do that next time. Alright. Don't need to worry about that. Storage unit, continue, follow. Thanks, I think. Now we go over to Aztlan. Oh, it doesn't need to be priority. How long have I got for this? 88 days? That's plenty of time. We've got one slight issue, which is that we're probably not stealthy enough with all of these ships. Well, so far we're not cooking much. We've got a Centurion, we've got a Sunder, and we're basically just using the Mark 1 to brute force everything. We have not started cooking yet. We barely even entered the kitchen. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to switch off of that and over to insulated engines for now. As a matter of fact, we'll switch over to... We'll go even further and militarize it as well. That'll get a sensor profile down to 75. So, actually, we'll undo, first of all. I guess I'll call it standard. Erase that. This is the real standard. And then we're going to go with this. Militarized insulated engines. And just put the rest into caps. And we'll call this a stealth super freighter. Because that's what it is. This can just be custom, whatever. And then we'll do it the same thing with this guy. Militarize insulated engines. I mean, you can just leave them at like at one of the abandoned stations, but I find it annoying. Might as well just stealth them up instead. This guy over here. I mean, I'm still walking around with this thing. Maybe I should S-mod it. Although I guess for that role I want a Starliner anyways. How much? 120? Yeah, that'll get it down to 60, so that's good enough. And then efficiency overall. Good enough for me. We go to here. F1, we're looking at Princess is up at 94. Yeah, because it does have insulated engines, but I believe it's the power grid. Yeah, power grid increases sensor profile by 25%. But I don't think that's too harmful. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Let's head over to Asflan. Let's do the relay. Sometimes you get lucky and there's just no patrols. Sometimes you gotta do the sensor array first. Persean ship's run will be hard. Any plan to use the carriers? Yeah, I think so. Although I'm not going to be taking, now that I think about it, I'm not going to be taking the character that boosts carriers. Because I like these ones too much. So we'll see. I might experiment with them a little bit. Herons are pretty good. And there are some good fighters, thanks to mods. Yeah, we've kind of dried up most of the blueprints. So at this point, we might get like another item out of it. Sometimes it can spit out like an extra alpha core or something. But we've kind of got all the good stuff out of the way already. And now it's going to take a long time between actual drops. Let's see, hold on, let me read the text. These ruins have been stripped of easy pickings, but the more difficult areas remain filled with promise. Yeah. It says that when you've got... Right, now we're going to have to wait several months between actually good, like blueprints and stuff. Conquest time? It is going to be conquest time pretty soon. Although I do have to save up some money for that. Okay, so we're going to approach this smartly. Maybe drop in on Zolotl. No. I don't need to do that. I guess I'll just go straight for the relay. The sensor array. Because this system is kind of designed to make this mission doable. Oh, this is finished. Okay, good. Starting ground defenses. I mean, it goes from 10 to 14. That's pretty big. It's only going to take a couple months anyways, though. And I want the money. Well, yeah, you should be able to find the conquest in the military market. So they do give you at least like this asteroid belt, so you can go dark and mess with the sensor array. Although it doesn't seem like anyone's here anyways, so it's probably not really necessary. But we're going to do it anyways. Go in stealth mode. Like a space ninja. At least 4 conquests. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be up there, like 3 maybe. 3, 4. So in theory, this asteroid belt is a good place to go dark and reach that comm relay. the moment, we still got plenty of patrols. Hopefully, they go somewhere else. Nope. See, this is part of where it's difficult. Oh, am I already screwed? Hold on. Because it's like I can't tell how far I can actually move. Because for them, the range is based off of being in the asteroid belt. But as soon as I leave, they can see further. So, what am I... Why is there so many guys? Now of all times. Are you sure about this? This is, you guys are supposed to be off chasing sensor ghosts. That was the whole point of messing with the sensor array, but everyone's just here now. I mean, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes there's just nobody guarding the comm relay. You just walk in and do the thing. But sometimes, I guess, there's like 8 of them. Yes, please go somewhere else. Please just go... No, that's not somewhere else. Don't sensor burst me. Do not do that. Oh my god. If you get 100% decay on your tech mining, does it just produce nothing? Yeah, I mean, but that takes, like, forever. It's usually worth shutting it down long before that. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of them are doing... Did I... Disrupted by factory reset. Did they fix it? Did they fix the ghost problem? The false readings? Like 2 seconds after I started it? Because if so, that would suck. Let's try this again. Yeah, I mean, I could try storing all my ships in Chico Moztok. No, it's... Generating false readings. Okay. It is indeed doing what it's supposed to be doing. There's just a lot of patrols right now. I should be able to make that in time still. Man, it sure is a lot of patrols this time of year. Wonder how it's raining patrols. I guess we'll just have to come back and do this later. Yeah, we'll just go do this mission and then come back and see how it's doing. Wanna hack the nav relay for speed? I guess I could do that. What? Okay. Sure, scan me. Oh, I see. Piracy XO, you can get 1 point for ambush. That probably would be useful, because I can just switch that in and then swap it back afterwards. Do you not play with a lot of mods usually? Yeah, not really. Mostly play vanilla. Do dabble with a couple faction mods now and then. Okay, what am I looking for? Oh, it's right. This is a This is a contact bounty, so it's just going to be somewhere. Is this the guy? No. I'll take the equipment cache, though. And hey, look, ruins. Oh, that's going to be expensive. Hold on. I still have my fleet equipped for stealth and not survey. Uh-oh. I can't just survey everything. It's going to be expensive. Do I have to emergency burn just to get this? Alright. You just have drugs, so I guess it's worth it. I guess I'll just fly around and look for these guys. I feel like my Myosur Navy is a bit too unbalanced. It is fun, though. Love how much everyone hates you. So it's lore accurate, then. Yeah, here we go. Send all these pirates right back where they came from. What's our battle cry? It's gonna be something... It's gotta be something terrible that nobody would approve of. Like, for Kazaron! We charge into the battle for glory of Kazaron. We love Kazaron. Yes! Oh, that's easy enough. Princess hungers and the League endures. You better believe it. What is this? They're immediately burning towards me. What is this? 1 day remaining, huh? So they almost despawned. I'm kind of tempted to go for it. This is a bad idea, but I mean, I am a safe scummer, so why not? Right, magazines? Yeah, it's only 3% CR for that. That's fine. All I see is 4 free capitals. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? I'll just save scum if things go wrong. It's fine. Okay. So we get you to do that, we get you to do that, and we get you to do that. Actually, maybe... I mean, I do want that, but at the same time, I don't want the mule. I really don't want it wandering off on its own. Maybe I'll have it just... do this, and then set you to search and destroy. Yeah, I think so. Okay, we'll do that for now. Yeah, princess. Fetch. Fetch me their souls. You ain't winning this fight. Well, you gotta limit tests sometimes. You only take fights that you know you're gonna win. Gets a little boring. One vigilance down. Oh, hey, look. The ignore button. It's looking real shiny. I mean, with the exos I've picked, and the skills I've chosen. Pickin', chosen, same difference. The Mark 1 is kind of going crazy. It might actually just be able to rip through the bulk of the enemy fleet on its own. Yeah, especially if they deploy like this, because the Mule is just going to bleed off some of their frigates. Like, some of their frigates are going to try and take this capture point, so the Mule and the Wayfarer should be able to handle them. Meanwhile, Princess can run right through all of these capitals. And then, like, once we've done that, all they've got a bunch left is largely destroyers. Like, those Dragonfires are potentially dangerous. But if they all get shot down, then what does it matter? I play Princess in attack position. I mean, the one problem is it's way easier to hit this one right now. I might be able to kill the other one myself. Now, I wish the Gemini would back the hell up instead of being suicidal. Thank you. Might be able to take this on. If I can get the Centurion to really grab its attention. Yeah, okay. Let's have you escort the Gemini and have the Gemini run away. I need you to do that. How are you doing? Yeah, kill the Griffin. Because once it kills the Griffin, it really is just like a bunch of frigates and destroyers. And while there's a lot of them, I think that's... we can deal with that. Yeah, I really need something else to distract the Conquest and get to point its shields in the wrong direction. Ooh. Mule. Watch out, Mr. Mule. Oh, they all died. Okay. Well, that's not good. How are you doing? Fine, probably. 'Tis just a 'tis but a flesh wound. And the Centurion? Also doing fine. Does have a heavy mauler. It's kind of annoying. It's going to try and go for my engines. Kind of annoying. The Centurion almost managed to do it. Alright, let's get in there. Let's be brave. This is not working. This was a bad idea. I can almost kill the Conquest myself. I just needed a little more help. I think if the fleet was a little bit larger, we could have done it. I think if our fleet was a little bit larger, we could have done it. Well, anyways, we'll watch Princess do the last stand, and then we'll save Scum. How's your hull doing? Yeah, I don't think you're repairing anymore, are you? Yeah, no, the repairs are over. Well, that one has a paladin, so that's not too bad. But, no, let's cancel that. Wait, so you're telling me that Princess got auto-assigned to the Vigilance, but it won't auto-assign to the Conquest? This makes sense. Yeah, this is a nerfed version of Princess. It's using a beta core that's not even integrated. So it's only got 5 skills instead of 8. It's got 1 S mod. And a bunch of D mods. So I do not like save scumming. I love it. And if I lose my flagship, I press F9. Based. You need to be using your Prometheus. Honestly, that would help. That would help. Throw the Prometheus in there. But I think we're going to be reasonable about this and just leave. No, I said we're going to be reasonable about this and just leave. I would really like it if my emergency burn would just go straight to the exit. Yep, go click. Clickety-clack. Let's go do the archive. Let's do that. You are not my problem. You're probably not even worth any money anymore. Four or 5 conquests, 2 centurions on each side. Are you going to use monitors? I think people already are aware that monitors are pretty good, so I'm going to try and use the other midline frigates. Because I think most of them are fine. Not amazing, but they are useful. Like the Centurion can survive pretty well. With the right loadout, it can do some damage. The Vigilance, well, it takes a little bit of more work, but it can help. Fast missile racks with a medium missile can be very useful. Gotta lean into that missile spam. Man, using second in command does kind of mess with my brain a little bit, because it's like instead of these skills being blue and yellow, they're red like everything else. It just takes a little bit longer to process what I'm looking at. Even the Brawler? Definitely not the Brawler. The Luddic Path Brawler is great. The default Brawler, not so much. Alright. Production report. Hey, light need limited print. Alright. Not bad. Let's go mess with their scanning. Look at that, finished. Pretty soon it'll hit size 4. We'll get some aquaculture going. Yeah. So luckily Midline and the Persean League do have 4 frigate options. The Monitor, which people are already aware is quite good. The Brawler, which is not good. And then there's the Vigilance and the Centurion, who are both decent. Yes, I'm putting fake... We're spreading fake news, indeed. In the age of hypernet warfare. Midline Missile Macross Massacre. I mean, if you go with, like... I mean, not with second in command, but with vanilla, get support doctrine, and just get, like, 20 vigilances. Bro, look at this. I have my transponder on, and there's just literally no one here. I have my transponder on, and there's just no one here to stop me. Okay, it kind of looks like that guy was running right at me, but he wasn't. See, that's what I'm talking about, is sometimes sometimes it's so easy that you just walk in and do it, and sometimes it's impossible. So, you know, you just gotta wait for the seasons to change. You know, in winter, there's a lot of guys, but in the summer, there's not a lot of guys. It's kind of like the weather. Yeah, second in command has something similar, but it's like for officer chips instead of unofficer chips. The reason I was saying the vanilla one is because if you're going to run like 20 of them, then that's a lot more than the number of officers you have. Right? And being able to give all of them helmsmanship and combat endurance and ordnance expertise is actually pretty useful. In addition to the deployment cost reduction. Hold on, Gargoyle. I am busy doing business. I'm sure you understand. I know they're literally trying to kill you right now, but I need... Hold on. There we go. Okay, I think that's everything, and now we can go here. So where is this? Asteroid belt. We have mining station, asteroid belt. Beautiful. Alright, off to the next step of the quest. Hey, you didn't even mess with him. You're right. I didn't. And that probably is what messes him with him even more. Gargoyle was probably expecting to be messed with, and so by not messing with Gargoyle, I have subverted their expectations. Do you want something? So one of the annoying things is if I want to decide if I like what to say in this dialogue, I can't see their fleet anymore, which makes it a bit harder to decide if I should just kill them. Yeah, I can't see the fleet anymore. It's 1 SP. I think it gives you a top contact. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I should reload the save and do that. Or I should just kill him. What? Wait, hold on. Wait. It specifically said... Even the law of the hegemony by the old domain grants you certain rights. You'd get this is an overzealous commander going a bit rogue on interpreting her orders. I thought the implication here was that I could kill them and I would be fine. But apparently, no, that would actually start war, which doesn't entirely make sense to me. I thought that was the implication, is that I could kill these guys, and that even if they identified me, it's like they were operating outside of the law, and so I was within my rights to defend myself. But I guess that's not the implication. Huh. It would say that in yellow if that were the case. I guess so. That is usually how it works. Alright, that's 1. And that's 2. You're obviously trying to open the gates. And that should be Yeah. However... Okay. I think that covers everything. Good. Very good. As long as you keep your transponder off, they don't declare war. Right? But yeah, in theory, but the problem is that I have the Mark 1, so they can identify me anyways. However, when it comes to things like the Persean League blockade, for example... Oh, I guess we're going to kill these guys now. But when it comes to some things like the Persean League blockade, I'm pretty sure you can kill them with your transponder on, and because what they're doing is not legal, it's not an issue. The Sigma site, you say? Indeed. Only Sigma males are allowed at this location. Those Tritachyon chuds think they're cool with their Alpha site. But John Star Sector's ready to start up a Sigma site for the real gamers. Well, anyways, we're gonna kill these guys. For fun and for profit. Sigma site is designated a Class 5 goon cave by Tritachyon. Bunch of propaganda, I tell you. They wouldn't know a goon cave if it popped up in their backyard, let me tell you. The goon... the gooning holosuite. It's like if Star Trek was realistic. Indeed. So you call this ship a Cerberus despite the fact that it obviously has one medium slot. I think we send the Centurion. And it catches one of them. Drams are really good at running away. Oh, you also want some smoke, do you? They want all the smoke. To be fair, though, it has 3 small ones. Yeah, man, that's what she said. Am I right or am I right, fellas? I'm not actually sure what the implication there is, but it does sound... Yeah, what is the implication there? What am I even saying? Oh, you know what? It's probably just saying... She's probably just saying that he's a mutant. Which is totally understandable. It's a very common occurrence. Exo level up. Oh, excellent. We can get even more broken. Ah, sure, go kill that kite. I'll handle things over here. Domain historians probably thought Cerberus was a real animal, like they thought dragons are real. Wait, do domain historians think that dragons are real? Is that in the lore? I haven't seen that, but that would be kind of cool. Are face ships still strong in the current patch? Yeah, the Afflictor's still really good. Isn't Dune a... Isn't it... Oh, isn't it a Dune like we forgot where Earth is situation? It might... Well, considering we know where we are in the galaxy, we're in the Persean sector, right? And we're right next to the Orion Persean Abyss. So probably not. I think they still know where Earth is in Star Sector. That being said, I do think there's a third one? Wow, this really is a Cerberus. No wonder they thought they had a chance. There was 3 of them, but they ran in like a cartoon villain's henchman, one at a time. I do think there is a sci-fi series where, like, humanity is spread out across the entire galaxy, and there's like 2 competing theories over where humanity come from. One of the theories is that humanity evolved separately on all of these different planets, and that it's just due to the nature of convergent evolution. We all happen to just look similar. You know, like crabs, like carcinicization in real life. And then the other theory is that humanity evolved on a single planet and then spread out across the stars, and nobody's sure which theory is true. Which is a very interesting concept. But you know, that's a different series. Star Sector, they know what Earth is, I'm pretty sure. I feel pretty confident in saying that. Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. Yeah, that's the one. Wait, is it the Foundation? I feel like it's an Isaac Asimov series, but I'm not sure if it was the Foundation, actually. Is Earth dead in Star Sector lore? Because old Earth implies the existence of new Earth. I'm not sure what it could be. I think that's left ambiguous. What condition Earth is in. You know, maybe I should start reading through the lore and making Star Sector lore videos. You know, become the Vati video, but instead of doing Dark Souls lore, I do Star Sector lore. So then I can actually answer these questions and know what I'm talking about. What if Alex adds more threat, making them kind of like the Tyranids in Warhammer 40k? I mean, that could definitely work. Because we don't know how long they've been out there. Although, I guess they do at least have onslaughts culling, the Mark 1s culling their population for a while. But considering the condition we find Princess in, things may be going south. Well, there is just a Doom sitting on the black market in perfect condition, but unfortunately, that's not what we're going for. Well, let's go talk to our buddy. I have? Let me hold on. Oh, right, I don't even have this tagged yet. I can remove this because I've already got Slip Surge. Ah, wow, would you look at that? I guess I should take out the Gamma Cores. They're not doing a whole lot. We have the Church. This. Oh no, we've got 2 items, so that's right. The Megaport, yeah, it's going to be 8 if I'm using the Biofactory Embryo and the Fullerene Spool, regardless of the cores. We're already competing in... Wow, that's fast. I mean, I could temper it, because I want to do this without actually fighting any of these colony crises. Not because it's necessarily better that way, but because it's fun. Although, I guess with these guys, I can always join the Persean League. But I'm not big enough to get the Persean League's attention yet. So we'll have to do Scythe of Orion when we get the opportunity. Speaking of... Oh, and before I forget, we'll switch these off of stealth mode. Okay. Ah, you did level up. Excellent. I don't think we want mass bombardment yet. I think we're going to go for full throttle first. And then we'll get mass bombardment later. Because this has to be broken. If we use this correctly, it has to be broken. There's no way it's not. Get some alpha cores. I'm trying. We'll get some alpha cores. I mean, I've got the money that I could maybe buy a conquest, but I don't think my reputation is high enough to get it off the military market. Oh, this grew in size and I didn't even notice. Let's get aquaculture going. That's some nice growth. Okay, if I switch, we go from 23,000 to 33,000. Still just +1. I guess we'll have to wait till aquaculture finishes to see if that makes a difference. Oh no, anything but that. We go back this way. Then we're gonna go out, we're gonna find the stuff, we're gonna do Scythe of Orion. And this colony is gonna be awesome. Yeah, I think I want to take out the cores for now. I might even take out the fullerene spool. No, I think what I would do is take out the biofactory embryo, because then that'll remove all of them. We'll be beneath the Lytic Path's notice, and Tritachion's notice. The only one that'll be left is the church. Because kind of what I want to do here is I want to take advantage of the church bonus for the growth, and then when it hits size 6, then I'll impose immigration controls and build mining. Because once I've got mining, I don't need the Lytic church bonus is going to be... Or the Lytic majority bonus gets negated anyways. So I can take advantage of it to grow my colony to the maximum size. And then cut a deal with the church after it doesn't matter. Don't think so. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk to you. I'm always down to shill the Gwyn to anyone. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about her writing. The magician called Ged. It's got to be the Wizard of Earthsea, right? In English. Although I haven't read that one. What? I was busy reading chat. Come on, Cyrus Sixsmith, you understand. 83,000 credits? Okay. Yeah. I've decided to spare your lives today, and even taken pity upon you and given you money. You're welcome. Okay, so I got it right. It was Wizard of Earthsea. I like how I can ask about the Hamatsu even though I've already given it to her. Yeah, I'll find it. It's in your hangar. I mean, It's kind of interesting because the like you're able to go to Alpha Site early on, partly because that's like what Alex wants, right? I think the blog post that he was talking about designing that part of the quest, he was citing Star Control 2, where you can find the portal into quasi-space at literally any time. Like on your first run, you're probably going to follow like all the clues and the quest lines and get there normally. But in future runs, you can just go there, and it's there. And so he wanted to apply the same idea of you can, like, Alpha Site is just sitting there, and you can, like, once you know about it, you can go there early. But the questline doesn't currently acknowledge that. Like, if you give her her ship, you still tell her that you find it later. Don't forget the stash. Money? Don't forget the stash. What am I forgetting? You actually don't even have to complete this quest to continue the story. As soon as Provost tells you to hit Arroyo up again, you can go to Alpha Site and scan the Ziggy. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Hold on, let's put this to the test. Let's skip this part of the quest line and just do it right now, because I've been mindlessly following along here, but if we can do a little skip that saves us some time. Don't forget the stash. Oh, well. You know, I think the we've already done the weapons cache. We do have a few Omega weapons in storage. Is Ziggy connected to the demons from the Abyss? Probably. Chat, don't forget X. Streamer, huh? That's about 50% of the time chat reminds me to do something. It's like, I don't remember what you're talking about. The other half of the time, it is actually useful. Yeah, it does have the exclamation mark, so I guess we can. We've got to fight it. You know we've got to fight it. Obviously, we have to fight it. Here's the thing. I think I have done this before, and Princess actually does win, although I'm not sure it's got the right build for it. We'll see. But I have literally done this, where I use the Mark 1 to apply pressure, and then I just sit back in my Sunder and use Beam, where the Onslaught soaks up all of the motes. Full throttle is certainly helping out here. Because now I can put up my shields and, man, it is, you know what? The Ziggurat is definitely piloting different. It's moving different, I tell you what. It's gotta have an XO. I didn't read, so I don't know for sure. But, it's definitely moving different. Like, it turns around so fast that I can't keep up and actually keep the beam on it. Okay, come on. Like, this is tough. And I'm... Oh my... You! Go on, unphase, I dare you. Unphase, I dare you. I've got this high-intensity laser right on your ass. Or on your nose, I guess. But yeah, I've done this exact setup in vanilla. You send the Mark 1 right at it, and then you drive a support Sunder like this with the high-intensity laser and the 2 auto lances, and you can kill the Ziggurat pretty easily. Ugh. Yeah, let me scroll up. Yeah, see, it's got technical, tactical, and management. That's a lot of stuff. It is absolutely moving different. but I guess it needs it to compensate for all the bonuses I have from my XOs as well. So in vanilla, when it doesn't have all these bonuses, you can do it with a regular old Sunder and a regular old Mark 1. How do we call our ziggurat? XXX Dark Master underscore Crimson Blood underscore XXX. Probably something like that. You ever read Hyperion? The lore is pretty similar. I've heard of Hyperion. I haven't read it, though. Zoomerat. You should unphase yourself now. Whatever you say, Ziggy. Squiggly ziggly. Yeah, I'm just gonna mothball that. Although, to be fair, there's no reason I have to. If I, you know, this is probably one of the... So this might be like the speedrun strat, if I had to guess. Would be like, get the Mark 1 as fast as possible, shove an alpha core in it, and then you pilot like a Sunder with with like this setup, the high-intensity laser and 2 autolances. You go kill the ziggurat, and then you just then you like toss the Sunder in the garbage and pilot the ziggurat yourself. Because then you can pretty early get both of these things for like 0 cash. And Mark 1 plus ziggurat would go crazy. But yeah, no, we're not keeping them. We're going to build a Persean fleet. Don't name it like Elon's kid. XXX Phase Lord XXX. Oh yeah, plus the one from the Executor from the Syndrian questline. That's probably what you get first, really. You get the Executor. You get the Mark 1. Then you get the ziggurat. And for like $0, you get yourself quite the fleet. I never intended to give it up. Is that a phase coil? Is that a phase coil in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? I think she likes me. What's that supposed to mean? Neat, huh? Super neat. You betcha. So I think you can tell Baird about stuff, I guess not at this stage. Yep. Let's get comfortable. What's the Yerbay faction? I don't know. This is my first time. Okay, now I think, yeah, we can talk to Cruz. Yep. What was that you were saying? Okay, now I think we are... Yes, we are well and truly done here. And we can start scanning the gates. I love scanning gates. In fact, there's... Well, this one's already scanned. It's not a phase, Mom. Xenorphica? I think we're going to go with that. XXX underscore phase Lord underscore XXX. Are you going to try and get the Hedge to become friends with the League? I You know what? Probably not, because Stan League is a patriot of the Persean League, so I'm going to sabotage Yerubei's attempts at reconciliation. That kind of implies that Tritachia knows about both threat and demons. That's kind of scary. Yeah, at least different aspects or different people within the company know about these things. They don't necessarily share all their information with each other, though. What's XXX supposed to mean? That is just part of how people used to do gamer tags. Because if you come up... Yeah, I think the reason is probably because if you type in a name and somebody else already has it, then a lot of the time people would add in other stuff to make sure to like make it technically unique without really changing the name. And adding in a bunch of X's just is considered cool and edgy, I guess, when you're 13. It's the vibes, exactly. We're getting old. Is it so over XXX bros? XXX? Vin Diesel vibes. Maybe. Vin Diesel's pretty funny, although it's never on purpose. Oh yeah, I should take the ziggurat out and dump it there. I think really what I need here is fuel. We're gonna go home. Then we're gonna go do Scythe of Orion. Let's see, what kind of gates? Got this. We'll scan all of these, I guess. I think we'll scan this one while we're out there. Maybe we can scan this one. Off to Aztlan we go. Someone is so young he never used MS Messenger _XXX. I sure haven't. XXX Shadow _Ninja _Ghost _Rogue _XXX. Yeah. Now that's a good name. Would he be called Vin Antimatter in Star Sector? That's a terrible, terrible joke. And I will probably use it in the future. Thank you, Fried Tuna. Yes, I do want to do this. What? What? How did I get through with my transponder off? I don't think... So, I canceled the first time, and then I clicked on it a second time, and I don't think it asked me. That's odd. Well, I mean, they're just going to be a little mad. I guess it's fine. As long as they don't find my cores buried under all this metal. Scan, scan, yeah. Yep. Task force. I know about the gate scans. I do have 15 story points. I'll live with it. Ah, this is the joy of naming your ship something stupid. Unfortunately, Commander, it seems that XXX Phase Lord _XXX suffered damage during the transverse jump. So be it. If that's the price we must pay, then I'll pay it 1,000 times over. For victory is worth any cost. Wait, that didn't count? My mistake. I thought I already did it. I did get them to go away, but I didn't actually... Okay. You're right. I didn't even notice that. Yes, victory's worth even $20. Even that much. That's kind of funny, though. Imagine being that guy where, like, a fleet shows up and they're like, yo, your scan's gonna fail, bro. We need to do the scan. And then you agree to leave so that they can do the scan, and then they just fuck off without actually doing anything. they just move you. If I was that guy in that hegemony fleet, I would be terribly confused. In Vietnam, we already have the joke of calling him Vin Dao Not. Engine oil. Well, that is appropriate. Phase Lord doesn't suffer damage. It endures it. I need the pain. It's what makes me who I am. Oh, cool. A Legion. Recover? And it's only got one D-mod. Damaged flight deck. Man. It's a real shame I am not going to be using that. Oh, I'm in the wrong system. Like a fool. But regardless, I did find Allegiance. That's cool. Maybe I'll come back and recover it later. Oh, I don't really have the supplies to do the scanning, do I? There's a bounty? Hey there, little guy. Transfer command... They're gonna fight? Why? What? Unsubbed. Good, we don't want any cringe hegemony enjoyers, okay? Right, this channel isn't for you. This is only for based Persean League patriots. At least until next Wednesday, when I change my mind. Hello. Hello, Sisu. A snack for Princess. No, we're not... Princess... This is beneath Princess's notice. Although, to be fair, I think this only costs... Yeah, it's the recovery cost for Princess is 10 supplies versus 11 for the Sunder, thanks to rugged construction and all these D-mods. So it is actually cheaper to deploy Princess, to be fair. I've realized the mods are in the description, so I won't be fooled into thinking it's vanilla again. Darn, you've seen through my tricks. I was hoping everyone would believe that this was vanilla. My deceptions have been... My ruse has been... erased. Let's use Slip Surge. I keep forgetting that I have it. But it is good. Can Tritech investors watch this stream? Of course. Tritech investors can always watch this stream. Suspect Scavenger. I mean, they're observing, but they're not doing anything, so I guess it's fine. When will do the Colossus Mark II pirate run? Why are you asking for supplies instead of money? Right when I just got home. I just got in the door, took off my shoes, and I'm being asked for supplies. Not even a hello? Unbelievable. They're just straight up going to attack? Oh, no, they're not. Okay, oh. Our scans indicate that you do not possess supplies enough to make a worthy tithe. Unfortunate but understandable. We would not demand a pauper like yourself give up what is needed for survival. Okay, thank God. Thank God I'm poor, so they'll leave me alone. My mistake. I didn't understand your game, Alex. Let's see what blueprints we got. Phase Lance and Light Needler. Those are some pretty great... Those are some fantastic pulls. We apparently already have this one, so I guess I'll sell that. Give me a ton of fuel. And a bunch of supplies. Excellent. Yes. I am once again asking you for a tithe. We know you, Brokey. True. The continuation of Mutu when I'm waiting for Moneyfish's triumph. Yeah, I've got the... So I've made the thumbnail for the next episode, but I haven't actually recorded it yet. So I am planning on doing that. Found a Colossus Mark 14 class in a shipyard today. Funniest description I read all day. That's a good concept for a mod. It's like there's already a ton of Colossus conversions. Might as well make a 14 conversion. Let's see, what have we got? Okay, so we've got food. That's probably good. Let's see. Okay, 18,000. That's 13,000. That's 13,000. Not good enough. Okay. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's good enough. I think we're going to manage... No, not the item. The AI core. Manage AI core. There we go. Okay. So this... Actually, I think I'll leave a beta core here. And I'll be fine with that. Let's see. Stability. Doing fine. This has gotten reduced output because of organics. This isn't providing stability, but it's fine. Okay. So, we want to do Scythe of Orion, because then once we do that, we can start then we can put the item back, and then the Ludic path won't bother us. At the same time, we want to start collecting marines so that we can raid the magic system. Because this colony right here, Tibetchina, you can just raid this like every couple of months, and Tritachyon is basically powerless to stop you. And it makes, if you do it right, it makes some pretty quick progress, relatively speaking. So hopefully we can do that event. Because this should be, if I check, yeah, because the maximum is 7 here, and this adds up to exactly 6. Okay. It's really not making that much of a difference, and it's costing me a lot, so I think I'm going to skip the hazard pay. Pretty soon it'll grow to size 5, which will get the League's attention. And then that will we'll join the League, finally. Which will then block these guys. And then by that point we'll be finished Scythe of Orion, so we can just use AI cores as much as we like. And then it'll hit size 6 fast enough that the Ludic Church never actually triggers a crisis. Right, do you see how it's all coming together? We're going to get through all of the crises without ever actually having to fight them. Oh, of course these guys are right next to this beautiful water world. Damn, Ludic muggers just looked at you and said, "You need this more than us." Yeah, imagine getting mugged on the street and he's like, "Damn. Damn, man, I was gonna steal your wallet, but you look pretty rough, man. You think you need it more than I do." Is it really that bad? That's right, the Beauregard. Hold on, let me see if I can do my Zap Brannigan voice. If we can just hit that bullseye, the rest of the dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate. I mean, we're just gonna kill these guys, I guess. The more the merrier. Now I'm not paying your tithe. Or no, if I was... No, wait, hold on. If I'm clever, what I'll say is... I've got a tithe for you right here. I'll be paying in lead. Lead bullets. Or something like that. Yeah. Brother, I'm starving, brother. May you share some supplies, brother. Although I'm pretty sure, way back, like several months ago, I made that exact joke. With, and it was also about the Luddic Path. Right, it was about the tithe, I think. Can you spare some credits, brother? No, brother. These credits are mine, brother. Brother, the faithful are starving. Surely you can spare several credits for the faithful. No, brother. They are not the faithful. They are heretics. They stray from the light of Lud. Surely you cannot be serious, brother. It was something like that. Don't worry, I might be killing you guys, but I will be quoting Luddic scripture at you while I do it, so you can feel good about dying. You're welcome. Stan League may stand the league, but he does know the culture of the sector. He's well versed. Okay, this is bad. So, both of these guys just managed to get past you, I guess. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I was not expecting all of that firepower, eh? Kind of messed up. Well, regardless, kill. How about you, kill? Yup, kill him. Get revenge. Avenge me! That was what you may call an oopsie. Indeed. Things are getting a little shaky mistakey out here. Yeah, the nice thing is that they thought they had the advantage, so they didn't even bother deploying the Eradicators until now. Which, is foolish to the highest degree. Yeah, and then kill that. Right, and believe me, just the presence of this Centurion does help quite a bit. Because just the fact that there's a frigate means that a lot of their frigates aren't able to spread out and just fan out around and completely surround the onslaught. It does actually make a pretty significant difference in its performance. Can you catch them? No, they've got safety overrides. There's no way. Pursue. Revenge. Don't forget to revenge me. I mean, I could take the hammerhead, but I don't really want it. Advanced to level 8. Cool. That ship is worth more than what you make in a year, and your response is oopsie? Yes. So, this thing is right next to this planet. I guess we're gonna... No, that's not what I want to do. Let's go here, go dark. We're gonna save, because we're gonna try and sneak in without fighting everything. Because that'd be annoying. Ooh, it's a ghost! Asteroid belt. So, hopefully we can just sneak our way through this asteroid belt. Nobody's gonna bother us. We're totally fine. Can even restore this thing. Just like that mistake never happened. sell you this. Let's see, sell you, yeah, another 100. And then we go contact you. What? Am I doing something wrong here? Do I not have enough wait. Wait. No, we do have them. Is it not enough? Restore princess? I mean, I guess I can do that. So the upside to demods, there's a couple of things. First of all, rugged construction means that the effect of the demods is cut in half. And having all these demods does mean that the deployment cost is only 10 supplies. But I think I can afford the extra supply cost just fine. At the cost of, ooh, that is going to use up all my money though. I think I'll hold on to it for now. Ooh, it's looking a little... The Ludic path cells just dissolved? My god, you're right. They did. What incredible timing. Wow. It feels that's like being stream sniped, but in a single player game. I sniped myself. Now that takes talent. Alright, well, we're going to have to bring back the Ludic Path cells so that we can do this quest line. Hello, gamers. Well, hello, Mega Hymns. Lead-pilled path cells. Well, that... Honestly, that statement just makes sense, which is kind of concerning. Yeah, they are path cells. You know, not path cells, but path cells with a space. Yeah, they all get... It's like I took out the biofactory embryo and they all just gave up and went home. Honestly, a complete lack of commitment on their part. I'm not sure they're serious about this whole terrorism thing. You know, you say you want to be a Ludic terrorist, but are you really sure about this? This is the one path you want to go in life? You know, why not do something more sensible, like go to Galatia Academy? Look, you know, it's just, I don't know, you say you want to do this, but, like, as soon as they remove the biofactory embryo, you just gave up immediately, and it's like, I'm not sure you're serious about this. Terrorists hate this one simple trick. Again? Again. But this time, it's bigger. This time, there's more. No. Let me do you all a favor and spare your lives. You frickin' morons. I know what's good for you. You don't know what's good for you. Why are they right on top of me? They were several parsecs away. Not parsecs. They were several astronomical units away from that jump point. And then they just follow in right behind me. That's sus. That's, like, if there was an Amogus here right now, it would be pretty sus. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'll pay the tithe, whatever. Go away. Brother. The faithful are starving, brother. They require tithes, brother. Space bitcoins, brother. Yeah, my favorite Amogus joke is Germa being the sus guy. That is kind of funny on its own, but it got really elevated to another level when he was playing like a multiplayer game with a bunch of people, and everyone in his chat is kind of like spamming the sus guy meme, and so he like he goes like, all right, everyone, I have a confession to make. I'm the sus guy. I'm the sus guy. And then everyone that he's playing with just suddenly goes quiet after he says that. And then he looks at chat, and he's like, guys, I was muted. I'm not going to tell them I'm the sus guy. What are you, insane? That is like that is like some peak streamer moment. This is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You guys, I'm just going to kill you guys. There's not going to be that many orphans afterwards. I don't feel bad about it. How bad I feel about killing these people just depends strictly on the number of orphans. If there's a lot of orphans, then I'll spare them. But if there's not a lot of orphans, I won't. Oh, there's one of these things. Right. You know what? Yeah, let's deploy Princess. I have a feeling this is not going to end. The Centurion's in a little bit of trouble here. I forgot, these guys don't quite play like pirates. Oh no, the Centurion's venting. It's probably fine. Venting? Plot twist, he wasn't muted. That would be even funnier. Or would it? I don't know, because pranking chat is pretty funny. There we go. Victory. One single gremlin? I don't think so. No, sir. No witnesses. No witnesses. Oh, this guy's coming this way. No. But they're coming right for me. How did they know? I wasn't even in sensor range. How did they know? Okay, I'll pay your tithe. Fine. The annoying thing is that if there's multiple fleets, no matter how small, they all demand a tithe. But if I kill the small one, I'll pay the tithe to the bigger one just to speed things up here. You know what? I'll harvest this. 2 supplies. Excellent. Okay, now we can do it, right? Some kind of deal then. A planet killer for peace. Yep. Off we go then. Tally-ho, lads! Princess by herself should do pretty well against the automated ships when we get to that point. And then if I just deploy, honestly, with like the Gemini and just with like my smaller ships here, I should be able to clean up like the Enforcers and the Eagles. And then this guy by itself, the Princess, should be able to take on all of the capital ships. And if it doesn't work, I'll just save scum. Because we're kind of like right at the edge of, at the lower edge of capability necessary to actually beat that without using the Hegemony Commission to skip the fight. Is giving the Pathers the PK the only way to resolve the crisis? No. You can also just, like, if the crisis triggers, they send a fleet to attack your colony, and then you can just kill that, and that also resolves the crisis. But the advantage to giving them the planet killer is that it also removes the cells from your planets, so you don't have to worry about that stability penalty. No matter how many items you use. And plus, I want to, like, we're going to go through this run, and we're not going to fight, we're not going to trigger the crisis a single time. I love how the danger level, it's like, wait, we got +2 here, +3 here, +4, so these guys are barely even getting triggered, and yet the danger level is extreme. What's up with that? How's that fair? It is actually funny when you pay the larger tithe and the Pather on comms is actually crying about a few hundred creds when it's like your pocket lint. Yeah, Opus 2 when. Look out for the Star Sector DLC. War Crimes 2. There's more war and more crimes. Well, I would like to see where I'm going. Where am I going? It's the comm relay. Okay. Which is over there on the other side of the system. And right now, I am being chased by Alpha Core Radiant, which is less than ideal. They're not at the jump point. Okay. They're heading to the jump point, but they're not at it. Ooh. Come on. I don't want to... No. No. Okay, we gotta cancel. Fine. Alright, this will be a lot easier if we can get the nav buoy. Let's circle around them. I personally hope Alex and the team give us more ways to deal with Pathers. I mean, they've done a pretty good job at giving us multiple options. But it will be cool if there's more, for sure. Okay, so this will make it easier to operate stealthily. Oh, good. There's one up there. Okay, well that's... You know what? I'm just going to transverse jump again. And now when I go back to the jump point, all these guys have like run all the way over there. So this is totally clean. Easy. It needs RimWorld level of options. Oh, that would be nice. This is Omega calling. No, liar. You are Stan League. I apologize. Sorry for lying. Can you read my mind? I could with certain tools, but there is no need. I need but ask your mind. Much amusement. Are you Omega? We're being honest, remember, and I will not mislead you. I need not, for you will. Whoa, it's saying that I'm gonna, like, mislead myself. That's crazy. You're probably an Alpha Core having fun with me. Yak, are you the remnant sexist? Planet killer. I'm gonna sell it to become rich, like Ryan Arroyo. You can easily become way richer than him. That's funny. That's a funny joke. I will use it to destroy my enemies. Not that you could. No, I'm just gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna give it to the path. So certain, so lost. I like being lost. The pilot was really good. Yeah, Stanley. Chad, is this real? Yo, I'm talking to an Alpha Core right now. Yo, Chad, is this real? $81,000. Now we're looking good. 42. New vault turns up at 41,000. Well, that is nice. Okay, if I switch it over, 41. Yeah, it's still only 13. Yeah, it's just like I don't really need the extra stability on Sugondis anyways. I show brain. Indeed. There's a bunch of crap. So the planet killer is going to be here. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. Tactical, I think I've already got that. One crew. There's one guy in one of these ships. And nobody questions him. Everyone's like, oh yeah, there's just a guy. Just hanging out in the wreckage of all these automated ships that have been here for a while. Nothing suspicious about that. Welcome aboard. How do you aim current? I always do the ability for goes in the wrong way. Sorry, I'm confused. What do you mean? When is the Alpha Core VTuber model coming? That's... Oh, you know what? I could make it the worst thing ever. And make it like just an Alpha Core in the bottom right corner next to chat and give it like an ooh-woo face. Disgusting. But it would be very marketable. You could turn it into a marketable plushie even. Do I even want these things? I might... Okay, I think I'm going to leave them here for now. But I might actually be able to... If I struggle with the fight, I might come back and grab these. No, I'll just... Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you have a hegemony commission, I think you can send down a bunch of people and get the colony started immediately. But for now, we'll just have to wait until we get back. Alright, here we go. Stan Lee being PNG tuber kind of fits. It does. Make it light up when you talk. Yeah, exactly, that kind of thing. We'll see. All right, they're going to be tougher. I guess that the extra power they get from all this crap is going to be compensated for by the exos I have. So, how do I want to do this? I think I want to have you sit at a nice, safe distance with your fighter, with your Windsor. You escort that. You escort that. You escort me. And we should be able to do this. I mean, it's only 67% even. What mods? Mods are in the description. And there's only 3. It's Scalartech, Diable, avionics, and second in command. Yeah, okay, this looks good. Just gotta peel off some of the enemies. Attack. And also, I think the Gemini needs to be a little closer to actually do anything. Don't really want it fighting, but we do want it close enough to launch the Lancers. Oh, that maxed out my flux immediately. I don't like that. Ooh, that actually... Wait. I was hoping to block the harpoon. Oh no. The graviton's got me. I'm dead. Well, this is not working. Okay, well I totally ruined that. Yeah, that was terrible. Strategy bad. Let's try this again. For starters, we do have spare officers lying around. I mean, I guess technically this is better, even though Energy Weapon Master's not doing anything. I'll throw you guys at the end, because I'm not keeping these ships. Heavy autocannons, you better believe it. Point defense laser. Oh man, look at that. Wow, beautiful, gorgeous. Couldn't have done it better myself. Look at this loadout. Hardened shields? Yeah, I think that'll have to do. Oh god, this is, it's only got high recoil weapons, too. That's awful. We'll put those on that side, we'll put that on that side. Armored weapon mounts, probably. Honestly, probably go with, like, shield shunt for this one. Shield shunt and heavy armor, because it's got compromised hull and degraded shields and faulty power grid. But armor is intact. We can use armor. That'll do. Like a leading pip, combat chatter. The only utility mod I've got is ship direction marker. Why do you have Baikal as your admiral? Where? Oh yeah, I guess he kind of looks similar. But no, that's a different portrait. Low-Tech is converting to the League now. It's a temporary auxiliary, okay? There's a standard protocol in emergency situations. But they're not part of the League. Combat Chatter is just nice fluff IMO. Yeah, I think I might add it to a future runs. Just for the nice little extra stuff. Okay, I think if I get the Gemini to escort this thing, that should be fine, right? I can have the Mule escort you, you escort you, and you escort like that. Okay, this might work. Man, look at the range on those things. Bro, okay, the Centurion's not even... It does sometimes have an issue where it fails to use damper field and overloads. You usually don't have that problem, but when it does happen, it's kind of sucks. Yes, hit him with the Atropos. Yes! Get the overload. Okay, you're probably dead, but I'll give you a chance to retreat. And I'll be you escort instead. What the hell is even going on over here? No, I'll give you a minute. Explain yourself. How did the Enforcer get behind you and ram into you with burn drive? What am I even supposed to say to this? Utter nonsense. No way. The Wayfarer gets out. Okay, turn around. There you go. Good job. You did it. Hooray. Man, the Enforcer with the Atropos has actually been doing some work here. Oh, come on. Come on. No, the Flash Bombers are going to kill it. Bro, we are so close. Because I know in vanilla, you could, like, this thing can roll through these two capitals. Ooh, those Gauss cannons hurt. Yep, did not actually... It just survived. Damn it. The Legion's not an issue once you isolate it, though. Because the Legion, you can just get behind it. But, yeah. We're really close to... Like, if we save scum this, we should be able to win this fight. Centurion! Okay, so the Eagle was able to finish that off. The Mule's got it distracted. Now we just need to kill all of these cruisers. And then the, Okay, can I stop spinning? Fuck. Okay, we're close. We're close. We are very close. We just gotta... You know what? This time I'm gonna wait until these things are at full combat readiness. Let's not be greedy. Man. If this thing had more tropos, this would actually... Or like the proper harpoon racks instead of this crap. I think this would actually be good. You could probably recover more ships nearby. You know what? Maybe. Well, I'm not going to spend story points on them, though, just to be clear. Apparently there's a bunch of officers, though. A Buffalo Mark II. I guess I'll take what I can get right now. Yeah, the only one that was recoverable was the Buffalo Mark II, which is better than nothing. Yeah, I think we're going to fire you. I need people to judge you. Wow. Deploy Prometheus? It might be time to deploy the Prometheus. One cooler guy has summoned another 20 people to... Apparently to judge me, but I think they're just going to get sent right into the, Oh, you know why? Oh, no. You guys are lucky. Normally you guys get sent to pilot Talons, but there's actually the only carrier I've got is a Wanzer. So you might actually survive this one. The League is watching. Summon the Electa Counts. What am I even supposed to do with this guy? Armor? Injector. Bulkhead. Yeah, that's good enough. Do I have any good wings? No, I don't have any LPCs. Okay. So we're gonna wait. What's the D-mod? Degraded engines? Yeah, we're gonna wait. Since the Mark II ships are all new ship types compared to Domain Era blueprints, that makes these the most modern ships in the game. Yeah, they're the most... although I guess modern isn't really the word I would use there. I would use the word contemporary. They're the most contemporary ships, for sure. I didn't get a gift, but I'll judge you anyways. While I appreciate that, I am out of names. Yes, the Buffalo Mark II. The pinnacle of technology. I'd like to see you playing with the mod armor armature. Well, maybe next time. That is a mod that exists and has a long history. Although I think that's one of the ones that I actually have not tried. Okay, so you go here. You here. You here. No. I think I'm going to have you escort the Gemini, who's then going to sit here. You escort the... Yes. Okay. We might be able to do this. Yeah, I do think that... yeah, I have heard armature does have some way to let you pilot fighters, but... I mean, we've also got second in command active, which does have the same skill on one of their guys. One of the the officers does like to do that. Alright, so we've already run down one of them. Okay. That's another one down. So if I can get behind this Dominator and just kill it, that would help. No! Oh, no. That's really bad. It got hit with a torpedo barrage? Really? Just a straight up torpedo barrage. I think we're screwed. Really? Just a torpedo barrage. The Devastators didn't stop it at all. Damn. I think that's just unlucky. No, I'm not giving up on this. We're doing this. You better believe I'm throwing all of these guys into the meat grinder. Because I believe in them. Centurion. Wayfarer. Sit. Okay. It was ASMR until it wasn't. That's a probably... You know what? I might use that as a stream title in the future. This stream is ASMR until it isn't. Kill. You know what? It might be one of the cases where I actually have to use a civilian rally point just to keep Princess from charging into the middle of the enemy fleet. And then if I just do that for like 2 minutes while we clean up some of these guys and then let her charge in, that might be like the secret sauce. Because if she dies to another torpedo barrage here, we're in trouble. Okay, I am running out of flux. Okay, I gave you a kill command. I don't know why you're running away. Like, please, help? Like, I promise I need it. There we go. The Gemini coming in with the harpoon barrage from downtown. Straight from downtown. Yep, I think it got hit with another barrage, but it's probably going to be... Yeah, it's going to beat the onslaught. And, you know what? Go for it. You might as well try. You don't have shields, buddy. You might as well make the attempt. Okay. There we go. That's good. That's good. Now, if we can get you up here... Oof. I don't know. Maybe I should have restored... No, I did restore Princess, didn't I? Yeah. Even restored, it's still not working. Is it really that much harder with second in command? And with all the advantages I get? Huh. Because the ziggurat fight went fine. So we got that. Okay, so that just leaves the capital ships and the Dominator. And as long as I have stuff to distract them, I can get behind them and kill them with the Sunder. It's just a question of how long are these guys going to last. Like, this thing is basically dead. I've just got to get over there. Okay, the cautious Gemini is intelligently keeping its distance. The Eagle is... I don't know why it's moving forward. It should really be moving backwards. Okay. Very carefully and very quietly sneak up on the onslaught while it chases its prey. The onslaught is a very vigilant creature. In nature, it's difficult to sneak up on them. However, if they get distracted by hunting, they can be a moment of opportunity to take advantage of. I don't know if I'm going to get through the armor before this damn Legion kills me, though. And my guns are all shut off now, and my engines aren't working. Or at least they feel like they aren't. What the hell is this? Can we not kill the damn onslaught? Am I gonna die again? Life is unfair. Move, kill, attack, hit him with your phase lance. No? Alright. I guess you'll just die in vain. Alright, you know what time it is? It's time to put another S mod on Princess. It's time to stop being stubborn. As a matter of fact, swap the dedicated targeting core. Swap that. Swippity swap. I'm feeding you slop. I think... I guess I S-mod the repair unit. Throw on point defense AI as well. That's going to be costly, but we got to do something. We're in the big leagues now. We absolutely are. We're taking this very serious. Do you have ship recommendations for early game players that have zero survival instincts and charge headfirst into battle, asking for a friend? Have you tried grabbing omens and then just giving them max capacitors and an antimatter blaster? You can do whatever you want with the rest of the ordnance points, but if you do that, they'll do pretty well. Deploy the Prometheus. I should. I'll deploy it this time. Speaking of... Well, I can't really change those. Yeah, no, I guess I'll just leave it as is. Okay. Items. Hurricane Merv. Nice. Hold Princess back. I might have to. Okay. So we're basically there. We're ready to go. Hidden cache. Okay. Deploy everything. Tell Princess to sit and behave. Centurion. Or... No, I think I want the mule there. The Centurion there. I want the Wayfarer with you, the Buffalo with you. You can sit there on a regular rally point. And we'll just have to see what the enemy is doing. Oh, you're right. I almost forgot the Prometheus. You know what? I think actually holding it in reserve kind of makes... I'll have it sit like here. Yeah, like this. And we'll deploy it if I need, like, if everybody dies and I need a distraction, so I can get behind them. Okay, you've gone over the point. Stop. Stop. Okay, voice commands didn't... There's a bit of a delay on the voice commands, but they do work. Holy shit, he's literally surrounded by everything. Wow, the Falcon folded under zero pressure. Damn. Okay, maybe we can kill the Enforcer too. Okay, we got the Dominator's attention, which is scary. I'm gonna back up now. Gemini, hello? You don't... This is the problem with rally points. Look how far it wandered. Yo, dude, you might want to back up a little bit. Brother. Holy crap. Okay, the Legion... See, look at this. Now it's the Legion who overextends. Aha! I've got you. I should probably turn off my needlers. I don't need them right now. They're just wasting flux. Yes. Yes. Kill. That damn Dominator is... The Gauss cannons hitting me from off-screen are pretty scary. Bro, all of those things hit. Straight up, all of those Reapers hit. Not a single one missed there. Not a single one was shot down. Princess, are you sure you're using your guns, or did you turn them off by accident? Because that was not good. All right, go gadget Prometheus. You will find your way. Nope, nope. Click on the waypoint. The waypoint. No, Patrick. The waypoint. Oh my god, I can't click on the waypoint. Well, I'll just, search and destroy. Good enough. Okay. Well. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare kill me. I will be very upset. Yes! Buffalo, kill! Harpoons? Okay, good. Good. All we've got is a Dominator, which is facing the wrong way. The Prometheus is doing its job. The Prometheus is goated. That was an excellent suggestion. The Buffalo's putting in work. We love the Buffalo. I'm just going to skate around this guy with my zero flux boost. And he's trying to compensate for it with the maneuvering bonuses that he stacked up, because this guy has a ton of maneuvering bonuses. Like a billion. Oh my god, he can turn so fast! I didn't stand a chance. Oh my god, look how fast he turns! He's like a Beyblade! No wonder I can't beat him. It's just straight up a Beyblade. Out of all the blades, this one is pretty Bay. Bro, why are you venting? When the breach missiles are fired at you is not the time to vent. That's like the last time you should be venting. Kill. Yes, kill. Oh my god. Just kill. Hit him with your killing move. How is this thing still alive? It has 60 hull. Oh my... Get behind it, Wayfarer! Oh my god. Jesus. Good lord, what is happening in there? I mean, look at that. The Centurion's still alive. He's trying his best, okay? He really is. Oh, I'm out of command points, am I? Well, there we go. Okay. What do you guys think? Is this possible? Yo, chat, do we have a chance? Do we even have a snowball's chance in hell? Because, I mean, if I still had the damn Sunder, but no! The Dominator can spin like a fucking Beyblade. Holy shit. Because not only did it stack, what's it called? Yeah, that's dead, obviously. But, so obviously it has helmsmanship and elite impact mitigation, but then on top of that, they have the XO that gives extra maneuverability as well. Let your memes be dreams. Believe in yourself. Even when everyone's telling you you're a fucking idiot. Look how fast this fucking... Yeah, there's no point. There's literally no point. Look how fast this fucker spins. So the idea of getting behind them only works as long as there's a distraction. And even then, they can fucking flip around. Wow, this is tough. This is tough. Oh, you know what? Apparently I did not restore Princess. Well, there's your problem. Stupid. Just restore Princess. Because, yeah, there we go. Just restore. Easy. Easy. Simple as that. It's over. It's so over. We win. Can you lock the fuck in? Oh, we're locked the fuck in. You better believe it. The difficulty even went down from 20% to 17%. I like how pirates are giving me like 69% bonus XP, and it's no problem. But these guys giving me 20% is a huge pain. Okay. We're locked in. We're loaded. We're absolutely fucking goated. We've got the sauce. And we're moving different. We're moving sexual style. Okay, maybe move forward a little bit. As a treat. So I'll release you from purgatory. Then we can set that up. Set that up. Okay. What do I do over there? I guess... the thing is, I want to move the eagle over to support the enforcer, but then it's going to get killed by this thing, so I guess I'll just leave it. The enforcer is fine. Don't worry, enforcer. I believe in you. Well, not you. Not this enforcer. This is a bad guy. Don't believe in him. Torpedo barrage. And that destroyed the Van Brace module. Okay, okay. The thing is, not only does this thing have the ability to spin around extremely quickly, but even with my setup that's optimized for destroying armor and hull, I still can't, it still takes forever, even when I do get behind it. Which is insane. But that's just the reality we gotta live with. Yes, Legion, overextend. Okay, thank God. Yes. Okay. Princess, with the D-mods removed, should be able to do it. I'll turn off my light needlers to save flux. These damn asteroids are getting in the way. Like, holy crap, look at this. Look how little damage I'm doing because it's repairing so damn fast. So my enforcer's dead. Okay. I'm going to drop the escort order on you guys. Okay. Okay. Hold on. If Princess can just kill the... There we go. Okay. That's one down. It's one down. Good. Good. Okay. Now, if I can just kill this damn Legion, which has 1,000,000 billion health. Like, seriously, this is... A Legion shouldn't take this long. Come on. Come on. Come on, Princess, you can do it. Yes, the Dominator is down. So is Princess, but that's fine. Okay, why is there an Enforcer here? Where did that come from? Are you guys not doing your job? What is happening? Was there another Enforcer that just teleported in? I thought I told you to kill the Enforcer. Like, why is it over here? Why is it attacking me? Who the fuck are you? Why are you interfering with my plans? Brother, all you had to do was deal with the Enforcer. Why is it bothering me? All you had to do was keep this one asshole busy. Oh no, you're not coming this far. Just, okay. Overload? Okay, there's 1,000,000 fucking squalls. Go, Gadget Wayfarer. Okay, my overload. 3, 2, 1. Overload ends. Okay, we might We might have this. Okay, my high-intensity laser is offline. That sucks. But the IR auto lances come in for the kill. Okay. The Gemini's gonna blow up. That's fine. I need the Eagle to get in there. Actually, why don't you go help up there? As long as I can get the Eagle... No. 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 I'm not dying here. I refuse. You can't tell me what to do. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Yes, I do watch Mythbusters. Fuck you. We got this. And as you can see, it's as simple as that. It didn't even... Honestly, didn't even break a sweat. Really, they should make this this cache kind of harder, honestly, because it's too easy. I've got your attention. Okay, now it's time to run! Oh my god, I did not see that. Okay, I've got to shut off my weapons. And I'm dead. Okay, well, you know, we can probably still win. Holy shit. My Eagle's gonna beat their Eagle, right? Surely. There's no way it doesn't, right? Just in case, I'm gonna pilot it. Because I know what I'm doing. I mean, okay, yeah, look at that. They've got all their armor and hull is already gone. Oh, but they do have sabos, which is a bit annoying. Okay, yeah, I need you to attack the engines if possible. Yes! We got the overload. It's over. You never stood a chance. Ah! Not even close, baby. That's a lot of shit we gotta recover, but we'll do it. Not the Wayfarer, that's just gone. I know, might as well spend the story points on these things, because they are unique. Even if I'm not going to use them. We'll put them in storage. They'll be a nice display piece. We did it. There it is. Scythe of Orion. Well, that was a pain. Yeah, the Wayfarer tried so hard and got so far, and in the end, it absolutely fucking mattered. Save? Hold on, let me mothball this crap. Okay. So, let's go home. First things first. I want to go home. Give everyone a little bit of shore leave. They deserve it after going through that time loop several times. Black hole? Yeah, we'll do that. That's a fake. You can't fool me. Yeah, it's the first try. Yeah, I mean, it'll totally be the first try if I go back into the VOD and just remove the part where it's not the first try. Hello, Brain in chat. Hello, dumb ER. That's a lot of hegemony painted ships. Hey, it's a matter of circumstance. Standard procedure to hire auxiliaries in emergencies, okay? They are not part of the fleet. They're not part of the League. Temporary auxiliaries. What do you think of the vanilla skill system making you choose between fleet-wide buffs and piloted ship buffs? I think it's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. I know part of the appeal of second in command is that it doesn't make you choose, and that's something that a lot of people have suggested that they change, but Alex seems pretty determined on making you choose, and I think that works fine. Are you serious? I love hyperspace storms. They're my favorite. I let go of the S key for 1 second, and I'm getting ping-ponged back and forth instead of going in the one direction I want to go. Thank you. Very cool. Going for a little joyride, that's for sure. Okay. We're good. We're fine. Now we can drop off this stuff that we don't need. Don't want them, don't need them. Yeah, this didn't even... The Princess didn't even get any demods thanks to the magic of rugged construction. Degraded life support's really not that bad. Oh, this thing still has additional berthings. It doesn't need that. What else have we got? Hardened shields. There you go. Or, you know what? Give it some proper weapons. There we go. Much better. And you, flak. Much better. I guess I'll leave it. Let's go scythe this Orion. Mini pulsers instead of sunders, instead of needlers on the sunder, make use of expanded mags. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Especially since mini pulsers would also benefit from energy weapon mastery. On top of all of these things benefiting from it. I do worry about them having such short range. Let's see. Small weapon, hybrid weapons, small plus 200. Yeah, if you get ballistic rangefinder, then yeah, it'll be the same range as the light needlers anyways. And then they'll benefit from expanded magazines and energy weapon mastery. It's just a question of where you're getting the ordnance points for all of that. Because if I S-mod ballistic rangefinder, then I don't have points for hardened shields. I guess at that point I could drop the gazers if I'm using mini pulsers instead. Maybe. Upgrade to the algae variant then. I think the thing with the algae variant is it wouldn't really benefit from... you would do the algae variant if you're putting tactical lasers in these hybrid slots. But the downside of them being hybrid slots is that ballistic rangefinder doesn't do anything. So the mini pulsers are worse. Although it does have energy bolt coherer, but that only adds 100 range instead of 200. Although you don't have to pay the ordnance cost for it. So it's a bit complicated. What do we got? Yeah, it's not doing too hot. The ruins have been combed through, though the chance for new finders still remains. Yeah, you get most of the good stuff in the first month, and then you get a decent amount of stuff in the following months. But past a certain point, the chances of finding something are low. Not zero, but low. Thanks for the breakdown. You're welcome. Let's just give the Ludic Path what they asked for, and that's not gonna work. That's a fool's maneuver. think I'm just going to pay these fine gentlemen. Because I have no supplies. I forgot to stock up. I don't want to emergency burn here. I forgot to stock up on supplies. Let's just sneak up on the base quietly, give them their prize, and get out of here. If I mean, I'll pay one of them, I guess, if they decide to harass me. Planet killer? Turn it over? Okay. Let's get out of here. Excellent. Okay. So now if we go home to New Volturn. We can get our supplies. And if we look at our major events, AI core use and Luddic Church, but the deal made with the passers reset all the progress that we made. So, we're in a pretty good spot. As soon as we get to size 5, we can join the League, and that'll negate the hegemony. Once we get Tritachion's attention again, I mean, yeah, because pretty soon this is going to hit size 6, and then we can cut a deal with the Luddic Church, now that we've already taken advantage of the growth bonus. Because this will hit size 4, or size 5. Then we'll join the League, which will remove the League's contribution, and it'll remove the hegemony, which will buy us enough time for this to hit size 6. Then we can cut a deal with the Luddic Church, and then that'll just leave Tritachion and Syndria, but we're not going to build any fuel. We're just not going to build any fuel production for a while, so the Syndrian Diktat won't bother us. We raid the magic system a few times. That'll deal with Tritachion. And then Syndria, I think we are going to blow them up. Like, we could cut a deal where they get most of your fuel profits, but by the time we build a actual fuel plant, it's going to be so late in the game that there's no point in cutting a deal with them. Okay. Is it still 13? 14-ish? 14-ish. Man, I really want to put this guy to use, but yeah. We're making real cash money now. Take over Volturn to control the lobsters. Well, I'm not using Nexerolid, so I can't do that. I do believe, I mean, you could take over Volturn by sat bombing it and then colonizing it yourself, but there wouldn't be any lobsters anymore. Okay, yeah, first things first, I gotta buy fuel and supplies. In fact, I'll buy 1,000 supplies. Oh, you know what? I could actually get the League's attention early if I just colonize another planet. Which is not hard. Guess I might as well. Yeah, let's just go colonize it. Let's get Stanistan going. And that'll get the League's attention, because now we have a size 4 and 2 size 3s. Then we just go join the Persean League. We'll renegotiate our contract at a later date, once we have more firepower to make it more profitable for us. But yeah, for now we'll just pay the 20%, I think. Alright, I'm looking for this Stanistan. We'll remove that, because we're going to do that. Enma? No. Turn off caps lock. Stan is Stan. It's beautiful. Alright, at this point, now we've got the stability penalties, so we're going to throw you in to remove that stability penalty. No active comm relay, are you sure about that? Yeah, didn't think so. Not enough crew to keep all ships combat ready. Yes, I am aware. We will fix that in a second. Stanistan, the sweaty armpit of the Persean League. Or the entire Persean sector. Yeah, more or less. Oh, heavy industry is kind of expensive. I want to start with heavy industry because I've got the corrupted nanoforges. Right, I could do the synchrotron core, but I mean that's going to get the, as I said, that's going to get Sindri and Dictat attention, and there's really no need to do that. Heavy industry, I think, is going to be more useful. Or you know what? Maybe I'll just start with mining. I don't have a mantle bore, but mining has low upfront cost, low maintenance cost. I'll wait for size 4 to do this. Okay, we need enough guys to keep things combat ready. Okay. Do I still not have enough? Oh no, I've got it halted. Okay, that's why I can't repair. There we go. So that should get the League's attention. Yep, there it is. Colony presence plus 10. Okay. So now that League Senpai has finally noticed us, we can join the League of Legends. Planetistan. Is the cost for the orbital station labeled as variable just for modding framework because they all cost the same? I think so. I think that's the answer. Because you're right, all of the vanilla stations cost the same. And in fact, I don't think I've seen a modded one that costs different either. I think for the most part, when people add their own orbital stations, they keep them balanced with the vanilla ones. But in theory, I suppose you could. Your Honor, League of Legends. Death. Death for 1,000 years, or life, whichever comes last. Another exo leveled up? Wait. Oh, that's 2 levels up. Very nice. Overwhelming force. Best of the beast. Confirm. And then the only skill we're missing is mass bombardment, but once we get our hands on that and we S-mod everything, we get those triple S-mods, we have some pretty ridiculous skills, and I think it's gonna go nuts. I used Nixerlin, and the own faction gave me a planet with lobsters, but I don't know if they give credits. Interesting. Stanistan has begun mining. Excellent. Yeah, Stanistan is going to be a bit of a drain on resources, because we do have to do hazard pay to make it grow. I can't even really afford to build anything else. Our credits are 0. And by 0, I mean 86,000. That's basically 0. Persean League commissions can help cover costs. Our profit is going to go down. I mean, right now this is mostly from stockpiles. Really, this is plus 70,000, but we are going to lose some by joining the League. But it's totally worth it, guys. Trust me, the League's the good guys. We want to be on the good guy team, don't we? Yes, we do. We all want to be on the good guy team. It's only taken 3 streams, but we finally joined the League. You're not burning at me, are you? No, Luddic Path Ambush Fleet, thank you. See, they're the good guys. I'd like to talk to you about joining the Persean League. Yep, we're just going to pay it. For now. Again, we can renegotiate this contract later, but for now, we're just going to pay the full thing. And hey, to compensate for our troubles, we get 10% accessibility. Isn't that nice? Although I do think that down here, yeah, it says you gained established polity down here, but you actually gain league development plans, which is effectively the same thing, but with a different name. Okay. Yeah, and if you look closely, you can see that our circle is now a dotted line of blue and orange, or painted in the colors of the league. Alright. That's pretty good progress. I think that's a good place to call it. We're still more or less running the same fleet, but our colonies have developed quite a bit. We made a lot of progress on the events. And we're pouring all of our money into colony development to get those up and running as fast as possible, and then once we've got those up and running, we can quit the league, build a big fleet, blow up the blockade, steal the nanoforge, and then use that to join the league again for free. And that's the plan. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all had a good time. This stream is low-key clickbait. What is it? First time? Is this your first time, huh? Yeah. Well, anyways, I hope I'll see you all next time. Lobster.